This might be an underappreciated colorway right now, but in a few years, sooner or later, some celebrity is gonna whip these out and all of a sudden people are gonna love them. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you're touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet, Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. Today, we are getting into the women's dunk high football gray. Now, I usually don't read color codes or colors off the box, but for this one, I feel like it's a little bit necessary. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the box for y'all. It says women's Nike dunk high, sail, football gray, and pale ivory. I'll go ahead and give y'all a good look at that. Is it in focus? Bam, y'all can see it. So football gray. Definitely had me a little confused when I initially saw these, and that's because as soon as you look at the shoe, you can definitely tell that this is blue, a pale blue, definitely a muted blue, pastel blue maybe, but it's definitely a blue versus a gray. Now I don't know if that's some type of football reference. Y'all can let me know down below in the comment section if it is actually related to football somehow, some way, but looking at these right now, I don't know why they call them football gray. Aside from that, I do think that the colorway is really nice on these. It's a great women's colorway. I don't subscribe to the idea that blue is for boys and pink is for girls, but what I will say is that sometimes in an effort to make women's shoes, Nike can fall into the trap of making shoes that look like they're more along the lines of for a little girl, but more appropriate for a child versus a woman. This is a very good colorway. The soft blues, the ivory in here for an actual woman's sneaker. For some, these might have been an easy pass, but I think the soft tones are a good look, and I was able to get them for retail. Sneakers at Blessings. The football gray dunk high is definitely the most underappreciated colorway, I believe, from the Nike dunk pack that just released. Now that's just my opinion, of course, but I definitely can see some celebrity pulling these out years from now, or a hype collaboration with some big brand, you know, making a sneaker in a similar color scheme, and those just go crazy. Kind of like what happened with the Air Jordan 4 linen. You know, the off-white 4s came out, and all of a sudden that drove up the price of the women's Air Jordan 4 linen. Nobody was checking for that sneaker before, but it's always been a solid colorway, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen to these. Those are just my predictions though, and it really doesn't matter because I don't intend to sell these. They're going to go straight in my collection. I say all of that to say buy what you like, because people who follow trends are always going to be behind the curve. That's just how it works. They're not creating their own trends, they're riding the coattails, so of course they're always going to be behind. But if you're buying what you like, you don't even have to worry about all of that, because you're always going to be true to you, and your collection is going to be a reflection of that. But let's go ahead and move on. The materials on this release are interesting. I really want to give these a good wear, like wear them around for a couple of months before I say whether or not the materials are good or bad, because I was expecting a little bit higher quality materials since this is a woman's sneaker. It's not a grade school sneaker, it's a woman's sneaker. So I was expecting Nike to really come with it as far as materials, and out of the box, for the sake of the review, they did not. Materials, either the materials are subpar or the quality control was just really poor, because there's a lot of rippling in the leather. There's like wrinkling all over the leather and in the toe box. It's really just centered in the toe box. I don't know what happened there. There's even like a tiny little hole right over here where the shoe's being stitched. It just seems like, you know, something was off center and it got a little hole poked in. Now, I'm not saying that those are like, oh my God, huge things, because once they're on foot, honestly, those things don't disappear, but they become a lot less noticeable. While you're walking, no one's gonna notice those things. But I will say, you know, in hand, for something that I paid money for, a little disappointed. That being said, I do really hope that they hold up well, and I hope they wear in well, because that's one of the things that I love about dunks. You can wear them for years, put them away, pull them out again, and they'll look just fine. I mean, Nike doesn't make them like they used to, of course, but for $100, $110, I think that you still get a really good sneaker. Can men wear them? That is always the question that gets asked for women's releases. If a man wants to wear these, he can. I don't see why not. Whether a sneaker looks masculine or feminine has a lot more to do with the outfit, in my opinion, than the actual colors on the sneaker. This pale blue is not exclusively for women. If it's outfitted right, you wouldn't even know that this was a woman's sneaker or wouldn't even think to ask if it was a woman's release. These didn't come with any extra laces, just the sail laces that are inside the shoe. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on and we can get into the on foot. But first, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love, and I'll check y'all out in the next one.